Hey y'all, come on in. Welcome back. Well, my wife and I have done some head scratching on what to do on the issues with the moccasins back there on the heel section. You can recall from the other video how much trouble we were having with the stitching machine trying to get this sharp turn back here and get that leather to work, and it just wasn't happening. So what we decided to do, or what I decided to do, is these are the way shoes are made, but this is going to be the sole. This is what you'll actually walk on. But to attach the heel part now, you'll cut, this is actually 3/4 of an inch. I'll get something to point with. What we discovered with that stitching machine is it's just, the foot pressure is just way too strong to do it any other way, at least that we know of so far. But anyway, you'll cut you a piece of leather, this center section here. I'm probably going to make this about 1 inch wide instead of 3/4. But then you also cut your material to conform to the curve that you're wanting to make. And then you'll stitch this part on to this middle piece first. And then your final stitch then will be on the outside. That'll go all the way around your project. The other pieces, the front piece and those, I think are going to be okay. I think there's enough room that's not nearly as tight of a radius up here. So I think when these get lifted up to accommodate the upper portion of the foot, these feel like they're going to be able to work just fine. So I'm not concerned about that. That was just back here where that real tight radius was. It just wasn't going to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to save these. They're just more butchered up than what I want to try to sell, or I wouldn't even give them to somebody not in the condition that they're in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely take them apart, see what parts I can salvage. But then I got the idea of, wonder what you could do. And that's why I say don't throw these pieces away, folks. Don't throw them away. You can do something else with them. But I got to thinking, my hand is fairly small. I wonder if I could take these pieces that are not going to be used for the moccasins anymore and make maybe some mittens for a child. They're not wide enough to be able to get a thumb on them. So I thought, why not do that? And then maybe take this fringe and then just go around the outside of them. Just kind of dress them up a little bit. So I think that's what I'm going to do with these. Now this one that we tooled the rose into, it doesn't have skin on it. And I'm not going to be able to save this skin. It tears when I try to pull it off that adhesive. So I'd rather just try to make something out of them. And then I don't know how successful you'd be with that with that fur on here. If you wanted to try tooling something on here, I don't know if you'd have a solid enough surface. I may try it. I'm going to see if I have enough pieces of this now to make some. They may not be very big. They'll probably have to be for a child. But anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do with them. I've got some new skins ordered, and we'll try this moccasin thing again. But I am going to start moving over to the stitching machine. I just love that thing. That's just saving me so much time. And there's, like I said yesterday, I want to start getting into making different stuff. Sandals and shoes and things of that nature. But I know there's 1,000 people that make them. You know, you can even go to Walmart and get you a pair of sandals. But how many of them have your name on the top of them or have a design on the top of them that is only you? And that's what I want to try to do. So anyway, with that, that's where we are. I've got to wait for some parts to come in for the for my co-worker's belt, and then the skins for the second attempt on the moccasins. But anyway, I wanted to show you that, where we were at, and this is part of it again. Don't get discouraged. You can figure out something to do with it. But I think some mittens for a child would be really cool to do these with. I don't know, may try to glue these pieces to each other so we can even incorporate the rose in it. I don't know, I'll see. That's an idea. But anyway, we'll see where that goes. And we'll have some fun. Alrighty, with that, as always, don't be mean. If you're not willing to treat Jesus that way, then let's not treat each other that way. We're here to have fun, figure stuff out, and make some stuff. If it doesn't go right the first time, see what else you can do with it. With that, adios.